So, Nightwave's latest reward leaves a lot to be desired. Meticulous Aim. Welcome on in, you beautiful feckers. How you all doing? So, Meticulous Aim is a mod for your Vulkar or Vulkar Wraith, and it gives a 105% bonus to headshot damage, but it has a negative of 45% to anything but a headshot. So, anywhere else on the body and you're going to be dealing almost 50% less damage. So if you're not a CSGO pro, then forget it. If you got really bad aim, if you're a potato like me, forget about this mod. Watch your shots deal headshot damage in the thousands or deal body shot damage in the hundreds. That's basically the trade-off, and it doesn't really feel right. Now, in a game like Warframe, where movement is a bit fast, just a little bit, it's up to you whether or not you think this mod is worth equipping. Now, the bigger question, I guess, for a lot of you, with, I guess, the same can be said for a lot of augments, is where would you place this mod into your build? What would you replace for it? Would you replace a Riven? Would you replace Hunter Munitions? Or would you replace the Vulkar's Syndicate mod? Because the Vulkar already has Lasting Purity for a Syndicate mod, which lets you deal 60% extra damage to headshot and body shot, and the Purity effect comes with it as well, which deals 1000 corrosive damage in the large area of effect around you once you fill the meter up. So on top of Lasting Purity, the Vulkar's zoom levels also increase your headshot damage. So the more you zoom in, the more headshot damage you're going to be dealing. So it's got 3 different levels of zoom, and with a maxed zoom level and this mod, you will be dealing a bonus of 175% headshot damage. But the trade-off for minus body shot damage is absolutely huge. You could also use the target acquired mod instead of this one for another bonus 60% headshot damage and not suffer from any of the negatives that come with Meticulous Aim. Entirely up to you. Or you could already have a killer Riven, which of course is going to be way better than what Meticulous Aim is going to give you. On top of that, when I was messing about in the simulacrum, Hunter Munitions performed much better with it equipped than what the damage I was getting from Meticulous Aim, and it doesn't have that negative either. So if you have, I guess, Lasting Purity, if you have the Hunter Munitions, or if you have a Riven, then you're going to be left with a choice to make. Honestly, I wouldn't switch any of those mods out from Meticulous Aim. The bleed procs from Hunter Munitions ticking away in between shots seemed to deal more damage, and they don't suffer from that body shot negative as well. It won't matter where you shoot an enemy with Hunter Munitions, you'll still get a nice amount of bleeds. Now, I think the negative is probably the biggest disappointment with this mod for a lot of players. Maybe just it being for the Vulkar and not for a different sniper rifle as well, since the Vulkar already deals bonus headshot damage on the zoom. Now, snipers already have issues in Warframe's core gameplay outside of Eidolon or Orb hunts. You don't see many players running around in normal missions with snipers because of, I guess, the speed of the gameplay, and crowd control in squads isn't sought after like it used to be. We don't use as much crowd control as we used to either. It seems to be all about killing, and killing as fast as possible. So snipers don't really fit into that mold. They don't have the speed of killing that other weapons have, and they have to deal with hitboxes as well that can feel off at times, Grenier and infested enemies especially. So again, it's going to be entirely up to you whether you want to use this mod or not. Personally, I'm probably never going to dust it off. It's going to be one of those mods that just sits in my inventory. But anyway, this is the build that I used for this footage. The footage of Nova from the simulacrum has Meticulous Aim equipped, but the footage with Nyx has got Hunter Munitions equipped instead, just to see which of those two I preferred. Like I said, you could use the target acquired mod, which already has a 60% bonus headshot damage to it and doesn't give you any of the negatives. If you didn't have Lasting Purity, if you didn't have Hunter Munitions, or if you didn't have a Riven, you could use that target acquired instead and not have to worry about negative 45% damage to anything that's not a headshot. Now, I understand the need for balance by putting a negative on mods for other weapons, rifles, shotguns, sidearms and things like that, but snipers, I'm not a fan of it with those because they already have enough issues in game outside of the Orb and the Eidolon fights, and I would imagine that a mod like this isn't going to help your bonus damage fighting Eidolons because you're not shooting it in the head, you're shooting limbs. The same goes for the Orbs. But let me know what you think in the comment section below, whether you like this mod or not. Do me a huge favour, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, or don't if you didn't. Subscribe for more Warframe, and as always, thanks very much for watching.
one never sees me. I'm losing every battle.